Hello to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? Today we are going to start the episode by fighting the Guardian of Gaia. A bit. Don't really know how many times we are going to die, but let us get 13 tickets. We can craft it. It's gonna be slightly problematic, right? Everything is working. Hope it's not gonna be messed up. Like that one. It's fine. I'll edit the footage. This never happened. And those ones. I'll stay here, actually. I honestly don't think any system is designed to craft 2000 mana ingots, terror steel, and runes at the same time. And the range on the Hopper Hawk is correct, it can't pick it up. I think. But I think we're almost done. Yeah, we're not doing bad. Also, I think this is the main problem. Making Gaia spirits. I shouldn't have done that. This would have been a way cheaper recipe. Yeah, I think here's what we're going to do. We're going to cancel the craft. Most of it is done anyways. Wait for the stupid Elementium to finish. How many do you have? Oh my goodness. Stop. Let's try to optimize some recipes. First things first, we don't really have to make terror steel using the terrestrial plate. We can just use this recipe. I do have a shortage of white petals. Oh, we can craft it. Yeah, I have some essence. I can have way more essence. Well, the goal for today is to try and make the everlasting guilty Manapool. I have set up the pattern for terror steel, and yes, this is way better. Now we need to take care of the mystical flower. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to export some phytogrow, and I have also realized the rest of the items are missing. What if we put a crafting card? Now you make it. Interesting. It's not actually that interesting, I already knew that. Apparently a 10-10-10 seed is not acceptable in the phytogenic insulator, which is perfectly fine, because you know, we just plant it, break it, and it's gone. Now it's a garbage seed. So that goes in the phytogenic insulator, and it's decently fast, which makes me happy, and we shall have a drawer for it. You're automatic, right? Yeah. I configured it. So here is a pattern for white flowers, and here is a pattern for white petals. The rest of the items that we need should be semi-automatic anyways. This is reusable, so we don't care. Currently, instead of fighting the Guardian of Gaia in order to get Gaia spirits, I'm using this recipe. It's a lot of material for just one Gaia spirit. If we use this recipe, we will get 2. And this is a mediocre amount of resources. However, in order to make this Simpan spirit, what we need is the arcane prison key, and that requires 2 Pandora boxes. So I do have to fight the Guardian of Gaia, the new thingy, twice, and that means we have to remove everything which is not Botania, which is pretty much everything. Oh, and by the way, I have used a Shield of Terror, so we have extra hearts. This shouldn't go that bad. It's just that we need apples. So let's try this. Should have put Vorpal on this. And probably I should have made the magnetization band. He does keep stealing my sword. Whatever you want to say, that's also not me. I have beautiful eyes. This one is garbage. Okay, that's 1 Pandora's box. Let's get the Vorpal first. We do need to have 6 Z-Logic controllers and some book and quill. And thankfully my compound bow is here. So that's 1 Vorpal. I just voided that. It's fine, but from now on I should be careful. Enchanted books should not go in the hotbar. So again, first Vorpal, second one. We shall mix it with the compound bow, we shall extract it from the compound bow, and we shall put it on our sword. It's Vorpal 3. Well, enchantment applicator. Okay, that worked. Let's kill him again. Ah, now you don't look so tough at all. Give me my stupid sword. You jerk. So what do we do with this? Okay. Gaia Spirit large plate? We shall have a few manual fights then. With the normal Gaia Guardian. Spirits take a lot of time to craft. I have fought the Guardian of Gaia several times. Some of them were actually amazing, meaning that the Vorpal kicked in at the appropriate time. But honestly, most of them went garbage. I had to kill all the mobs. In any case, we do need 2 plates. How do you make a Gaia plate? Do you just like craft it here? Oh, I did that once. It's been such a long time since we started this pack. So anyways, what we need to craft is a callstone. We do have the bottled thunder. Also no clue what happened to the Pandora's box. Okay. They're there. That is the arcane prison key. In order to make this prison key, we needed water, fire, air, and earth combs. And I saw the recipe a long time ago. I decided to make them because they were super easy. It's just the same parents. And now that I'm thinking, maybe we should use those bees. Because then we will have access to very cheap Gaia spirits. Hello, girls. What do they do actually? Nothing, I guess. Let's take one of them home for decorations. Don't run away. Don't run away. Good. All of that mumbo jumbo aside, let's kill the boss. You got to be in Arcana, what? Oh boy. Yay, I'm back in Arcana. Nah? What? Who killed me? How did you even kill me? What am I supposed to do? I don't know, taking totems will help. Also, shouldn't I be invisible? Okay, that was the correct grave. There is no one in that room. Shouldn't there be 2 graves? Also, what happened to my armor? So the boss is gone. My armor is gone. And I'm very happy. This is fun. I have to do this again. See you in about an hour, I guess. Mythologia's End. I apparently killed the Guardian of Gaia without any armor. Not a big achievement. I have fought the Guardian of Gaia, the normal version, a few times. We have our plates back. And I do believe we have extra tickets. Yeah, we have 6. Again, let's remove everything from our inventory. That's, I guess, everything. Oh, come on. You go there. We just need to kill him twice. Again, thankfully he's dead. The thing is, this is also our final bottled star. I just got it from a Lunium farm and I avoided the rest. So we go back to the Arcana, and this time we're going to try and be a bit more wisdomous. Hopefully trap him in there. How do we do that? Okay, we're flying. That's a good thing. We summoned the... Oh, come on! Fine, not everything is lost. We have the grinder. We have the flux point. And at least this time he's in the wall. Yeah, there is someone in the wall. Yeah. So, a few points. My grave was not in there. It was somewhere else entirely. I actually had to walk back. Secondly, I don't really know if you saw that or not, but he had 5,700 armor. What does that even mean? And my second armor also broke. Is this a function or a bug? Well, whatever. We have this. I actually had to take another soul from Lord Erkul. I was really worried about my grave. I wanted to just rage quit. I have removed every single bee that we had from the Stargate, and instead we're going to have the different bees for different elements. You know, air, fire, water, and earth. Combs don't also show in the JI. How would you set filters? I guess we just do something like this. Also, oddly enough, this place does not have a filtering system. Okay, you can drag and drop from here. That's a good thing. I have set up the new patterns for the Gaia Spirit ingot as well as the Gaia Spirit, and we would be able to craft them. The only problem is that our supply of combs is not amazing. We have around 20 of them. But I just installed the bees, so we should get a decent supply. So we have done all of this in order to make the everlasting guilty Manapool. You know, to make our lives a bit easier. And if possible, I want to be able to have 3 of these everlasting guilty Manapools. Because one of them you actually have to sacrifice in order to automate the medal for heroism. I'm not exactly sure if it's something that we have to sacrifice, but it doesn't say that it's reusable. Well, obviously we need one of them in the center, down there, and I need one for personal use. So in order to make 4 of them, we need 12 Terra Steel Crystal. It's something that you can dupe, but it's expensive. We just go and steal it from unexplored fortresses in the dungeons of Arcana. Because if I remember things correctly, it was on the top. Yeah. That's 1. That is 2. I need 5 of them, right? So that's 4. I just need 1 more after this. They're pretty common. There is a slime island. Okay. Oh, what? Oh, those are V crystals. I thought it's an ore. We have all 5. Let's get a 6th one. Just in case one day I actually have to dupe it. Not that it's a difficult thing to get. The dungeon tokens should not be a problem because we did capture one of the... Oh, we have enough. Yeah, we have enough. We have 14. I was going to say we can make a wood farm. That's not a big deal. We did program a shard a while ago. Maybe not. Okay. Doesn't really matter. We have enough. So from all the items that you see over here, all of them are cheap, all of them are easy, or we have them, except this pink ingot. It's supposed to be the Gaia ingot of extra botany, and we would need 12 of them. This is why I decided to make so many challenge tickets, but now we need 8 more of them. I used them all, but I'm assuming this time it should be fast. Let us consume a shield of Terra, because I don't have armor anymore, and I guess we kill him. And I think I need better Warpole. We will check out Kikoku soon. Why am I dying? Why isn't he dying? Stop dropping my sword. I just wanted to mention the Shield of Terra seems to be Gorby, because I almost died. Wait, how do we get the hero's medallion? Oh, you open the box. Yes. Actually, last time that I fought him, I got 2 medallions. Am I right? Yeah, we already have 1. So that's 2. And I guess you guys get the gist. I have to do this 10 more times. Unless I get an extra medallion. Okay. That was 11 times. Well, 12 if you count the first one. I have also crafted the flowers, but the Guardian of Gaia gives you all the runes and all the petals, so you don't really have to do much. I just crafted some Alf glass and then realized it does have EMC. But basically what we need is some shimmer rock. That should give us some fabulous mana pools. We need 3 of them. We have a very automated setup for living rock. I know. I set up patterns for the Gaia mana spreader. We're missing Dreamwood. I probably don't have a pattern for that. So if I'm not wrong, the only thing that we're missing is this guy over here. We need 12 of them. What did you do with the rest? Amazing, I have blindness. Oh, they're here. I forgot to put them in the system. So can I have 12? Please? Oh wow, it eats through the mana. That's actually a ton of mana for just 1 ingot. Okay, 12 of them is going to take a bit of time. See you in a bit. There is just 1 more left. Any second. So if I'm not wrong, we should be able to get 3 mana pools. Yes. Creative version. That's not a quest. I crafted the flowers and they were quests. Did I miss something here? Not really. Anyways, that's not very important. The important thing is, we don't need this system anymore. Manapool is a quest. It's okay, I might have missed something somewhere. Some things you have to unlock. So, I did mention that we're going to sacrifice one of those mana pools. Basically, the treaty mana pool is going to give us the greater mana core, which does have EMC, and that inside the Gaia altar is going to give us the medal for heroism, meaning that we don't really need to fight the Guardian of Gaia ever again. However, in order to get there, we're going to need a bunch of gizmos, and one of them is a resonant tank of primal mana. Well, I have a tank, and that's resonant. Oh boy, that's gonna take ages. That's 500,000 millibuckets, and it takes 15 seconds. See you in a bit, I guess. There are a lot of things that we need, so I'm not that worried. We also need a mithril singularity, also a bunch of shadonium. I'll try to get the garbage. I'll be right back. The speed on the Dragonfire Forge can be accelerated using a Midnight Smeltery. I just brought it from down there, so very soon we are going to get our 500,000 millibuckets. But in the meantime, I also worked a teeny tiny bit around our base, the basement, and also I cleaned my room, which makes me happy. Everything else is done, we're just waiting for this guy. Although that is my assumption. Oh, we have to make the blocks. Very difficult. And we just need the tank. That is one... Oh, come on. One more bucket. Any second. Lovely. So here is our lesser mana core. We learn it. And we need 4. In order to get the greater mana core, I think we have everything not really on auto crafting. Do we have extra living rock? That's a decent number. Things do take a lot of time and I keep forgetting why the hell are we doing this? Yes. Medal of Heroism. So you need 17 mana pools. That's 8. And that is 9 more. Yeah, we can craft all the parts. The greater mana core. We learn it, and as I have already mentioned, that is going to allow us to make the medal for heroism. You know, without actually fighting the Guardian of Gaia. I do have the recipe, but it's really not gonna work because I'm missing a bunch of stuff and I forgot to put patterns for them. But generally speaking, you see, it does work. Another thing that I did is that I made myself a Terra Shatterer and I put it inside the creative mana pool with 2 bellows. Bellow to you too. Yeah, wrong bellow. So for those of you who don't know, the more mana you pump inside the Terra Shatterer, the bigger its range is going to be. I think the last one is double S. Anyways, at max size and with the Ring of Thor, it's going to mine an area which is 13 by 13 by 13. So it's ridiculous. However, even very slowly, we should start progressing in the pack. I forgot about my chickens. When I was building here, I thought I'd bring my chickens here and then I forgot. But yeah, they're slowly upgrading. So anyways, let us talk about this place because what we're going to do next has something to do with here. Do you remember the 6 original garnets that we got from our resource miners? You know, in order to unlock Draconic Evolution. Now we need 8 more of them, which is fun. Every single garnet has a use. You can use it in order to process the eggs that you get from that dimension. For example, Baratos is going to process the Varsium egg and give us the ingots. Or I don't know, the Creponia garnet is going to give us the different jewels. So first off, there is a recipe in order to get them in bulk. And for that, we're going to need recursive powder. So that's one of our objectives now. And most importantly, every one of these garnets are going to require a different fluid. We are using some of them, but using these thermic replicators, we can give it a huge boost in production and it's going to be way more efficient. For example, this is the recipe for the aerial moonshine. You need like 50 different fluids. Here, it's inside the thermic replicator and you get 16 buckets. But it's very true, in order to make the fluids using the replicators, you need the actual garnets. So for the next 8 ones, we need to make the garbage setup, then bring them here after we get the garnets. So now that I have explained this, one of the things that you might notice is that if you want to process an egg, you need 1 garnet, which is expensive. But there is a recipe to break it down and quadruple it using dolomite. Dolomite can be found on a dimension called Finum, and it can be duped. So that is our next goal, going to Finum. We need the blue flowers, 4 of them, can be crafted. Yeah, thankfully that is actually one of the cheapest warp stones I have ever made, because the only thing that we're missing is emerald singularities, and we're done. Right? Yep, and here is our Finum warper. I guess we don't really need armor. Let's go to Finum. It's made out of dolomite. Whoop, hi, and they're chickens. We might need the armor. Well, here we can fly, and they're easy to kill. Do you drop feathers? Thank you. Oh my goodness, that's Resonant Ender. Doesn't teleport stuff. Such a waste of bricks, but okay. Is there anything in the chicken? Yes. Decorative statue. Power. They do a lot of damage. Also a bit laggy. Again, power. Finum is also going to show us how to make the flux sponge. Or how to use the flux sponge. So there is something called the charm of power? Don't really know what that is. We will figure it out soon enough. Don't you worry. There's also an egg made out of bedrock. Ah, a new structure. Dude, it's too dark. Oh, nice, we died. Those chickens take irritation to a whole new level. For now, we just want dolomite. Let's harvest that one. So my current pickaxe doesn't really pick it up. Why do you say pickaxe? This is a pickaxe. Here's what we're going to do. This is exchanging gadget. Can I exchange it? Yeah, we do need quite a bit of them because it does require singularity. Let's mine it. Yeah, we can harvest it. We do have 25,000 dolomite, and that's more than enough. For the rest of the items, we don't really care until it's necessary. I don't want to die again. Another item that we need are going to be some ender cores. You know, from ender utilities. But this one was active. That will do. We can go home. Actually, maybe we should set a spawn point here, just in case. The dolomite singularity is ready. We just need 4 tanks filled with resonant ender. That should be relatively easy. There is a huge buffer, don't you worry. Besides, it's super fast. Do I have unnatural hunger too? You just summoned the guardian. Anyways, that's not important, but we got our sediment. Yes. Thank you. We learn it, and that can be used in order to dupe dolomite. Although, honestly speaking, we have 20,000 left. That's going to give us 80,000 dust. That's a lot. But anyways, we also need a pattern for dolomite dust, which is done in a manufactory, and we also need a pattern in order to cut the garnets. Apart from that one death, this actually went very smooth. Not that they're very useful at this very moment. We don't have the chickens, nor the fluid. My plan for the rest of the episode was to work here at our atomic replicators, so that we would be able to make fluid, so that we would be able to operate our resource miners and make more garnets. The problem is I ordered some smart cables and I remembered this. It's still being done here and this is not amazing. So maybe we should fix a few other automations. For example, one of the things that I need in very large quantities is actually the fusion core from Draconic Evolution. Some of them actually have to be constantly running. Well, not constantly, but for a very long time. This is the ideal spot. The problem is that I have my laggiest setup over here as well, my ore processing. We should move this to a compact machine. I have extra compact machines. That's good. Also, it does really bug me that this entrance is not centered. It's off by 1 block. So I think this is the actual center. Yeah, we can't move the compact machines. Or even if we can, I'm not gonna do that. We just changed the symmetry by a bit. Okay, so a few changes. I moved literally everything by 1 block and now this is centered. Well, I wanted this to be the center. Apparently now this block is the center, but it's fine. As long as it's symmetrical, it doesn't really bother me. Another thing is that under here, I have removed our ore processing. It's now in a shulker box. And yes, I did manage to make the Magnum Stars Omega. We have tons of EMC. They are used for the red matter furnace. It does do ore dabbling. Otherwise, I would have gone with the ultimate furnace. But anyways, here is where we are going to set up the fusion crafting cores from Draconic Evolution and maybe some combination crafting. The worst part of the crafting injectors is that we need to automate the crafting injectors using crafting injectors. What do I mean? Well, you do need the Draconic Fusion crafting injector in order to make a bunch of gizmos. So even this has to be automated. I'm assuming also the chaotic. Oh, no? Really? Well, I guess somebody forgot to include that in the recipes. Anyways, I have been reading the tablet, and if we follow a certain criteria, we would be able to fit a lot of them in a small area. Because for the Fusion crafting core, there are 106 recipes. True, some of them are garbage, but most of them have to be automated. And even some of them have to be running at all times. So the first thing that we have to do is that we have to change the recipe for the basic fusion crafting injector, because now instead of a flux seed, we can use a projector gem, and that gives us 2, which is good. So if I want to make like 100 of them, I can, right? Don't really know how, but we can. Okay. That's good, I guess. If that is the case, let us try to do some automations. We're going to start with these ones. They're already awakened. Also, I think I have an ME connection up here, which we can use somehow. How do we go down there? First off, I'm very sorry. I have Deadly Gaze 4. If it's not that, it's blindness. If it's not that, it's something else. I did take a bath. But most importantly, I have fixed the ME connection and we are going to go with 6 sets of fusion crafting cores from Draconic Evolution. There are so many recipes and I have no idea how many of them have to constantly run, so this is why we're going with 6. If we need more, I can make more. But basically what I have done is that we have a pattern for the Wyvern Fusion Crafting Injector, correct? So if I order that, true, we have 10 of them, it's fine. But if I order it, everything should go inside a crate. There is a phantom block over here, which is linked to this crafting core, and it does have a filter for the basic Fusion Crafting Injector, so that goes over there. Now what I want to know is that can we cheat and not set filters for every single item? Because the Fusion Crafting Injectors have a functionality. You can put one stack inside them, or if you hold sneak and right click, it's single mode. It means that only one item goes in. We're also going to set the interface to lock crafting until primary crafting result is returned. If we put the injectors on input item, everyone should get like one item. Okay, that's good. Also remember, I'm doing all of this just to be able to hide the conduits and cables. Otherwise, this is super easy. Now we should have all the items. Yeah, it's started and it's crafted. Using the same concept, I have scaled it up and 4 of them are running at the same time. It looks nice. I'm happy with that. And apart from the crafting core itself, I don't have any other filters. Just one item goes into the injectors. I'm just waiting for one more set of draconic injectors. It's just being crafted. Also, another thing that I have just remembered is that there is a phantom redstone face. Let's get a few and some empowered crystals. We need 6 in total. I'm not exactly sure, but we might be able to hide the clock as well. So we can do some fancy redstone using terracotta. You know, like actual redstone people. So now one clock should operate every single one. Let's see if it works. If that one activates, then we're good. Oh boy. Why? As it turns out, you can't really use a phantom face for that. I don't really know why doesn't it work, but it doesn't work. I can use a single conduit, try to hide it with facades, but it's okay. We can live with a clock. Also, another good thing that I have noticed is that you can make dragon steel inside the fusion core. It's crafting it. It's a way cheaper recipe. Because the thing is, you don't really need the blood, and the blood was the most expensive part. Also the plutonium that it needs. I need the plutonium for other gizmos. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one. Bye bye.